Can the world take like just a second to relax? A moment, if you will. I would love a minute, a day, a week, a month, a year where chaos isn't constantly drowning the human population. Roe v. Wade was overturned in the United States the other day, and I feel a deep obligation to say something on my platform about this, not only because I believe this is irrefutably wrong and an absolute vile, evil act, but because I have a large audience of women and girls that follow me, and I know that if something like this happened to me, I would want to know who's standing up for me, who believes in me. I would want to know who's on my side. America is an incredibly backwards country. And I love this idea that we tote, we're the land of the free, the home of the brave, come here for a better life. And then decisions like this are made in the year 2022. We backtrack society by 50 years and we still go around toting like we're the greatest. Rolling back abortion legislation outwardly says to the world that women are second-class citizens. If a person who is able to get pregnant gets pregnant accidentally, they now need to change the entire course of their life and they have no say in it. They are a slave to a parasite in their body. A person who has been around for years, a person who is developing a life, now has to change everything about it because of one thing inside of them, because of an accident, because of a mistake. Their entire life is now changed forever, and that is so fucked up. The reason that I'm pro-choice is because I don't pretend to know what it's like to be 8 billion different people in the world. Billions of people on this planet. How can any one person possibly understand each of those particular situations, their goals, their dreams, their plans, their socioeconomical situation? All of it comes into play when you are bringing a child into the world. So who am I to even fathom that I know better for you than you know for yourself? Done. Period. That's why I'm pro-choice. It's pretty simple. The nauseating continued debate about abortion in America completely stems from religious purity culture. In the Constitution, we separate church and state, but every decision that's made on the conservative side of politics is rooted in religion. Stop lying, it's the fucking truth. Truly, the only reason you think a woman cannot have an abortion is because you think it makes you a more superior moral person. In this very moment, I don't practice religion. I'm not a big believer in God. I'm open to that changing because guess what? I'm a human. Things change. Only been around for a few decades. Hopefully more to come. I assume I'm going to learn new things. But don't you think, if God really didn't want people to have abortions, he wouldn't have put it more clearly in the Bible? He wouldn't have told someone to write it out very explicitly what he does and does not want, and not make it this weird puzzle game of trying to figure it out, coding and deciphering. What does he mean? What does he mean? I think he would have made it pretty fucking clear, don't you? But no, conservatives and religious people love to misinterpret the Bible. I mean, there is literally nothing about being gay in the Bible. It has been added to the Bible. It has been weaponized and put into the Bible to suppress a minority group, just like what they're doing with women right now. This is all about suppressing minority rights and uplifting the patriarchy. That's what it's always been about, and that's what it's going to continue to be about. I think about all the women in my life. I think about my mom, my sister, my sister-in-law, my best friends, my niece, everyone that I care about, and to think that society deems them as somehow less than me, like on paper, it is now written that society looks down and thinks less of women than men, is infuriating. That should infuriate you. That should infuriate everyone. Fact, a majority of Americans do not believe that abortion should be outlawed. So why is it? Why did conservative judges not listen to their own party? It's personally really scary to me because it's now setting the precedent that other laws can be completely overturned, regardless of public opinion. Marriage equality, everything about contraceptives, even just the fact that gay people can have sex, all of that could be overturned and outlawed in an instant. In the greatest country in the world, we're walking on eggshells. That's bullshit. If you really cared about children and the lives of children, you would be doing so many other things. It's so easy to support something that doesn't even exist yet. It is much harder to actually support it when it does exist. You believe in life before birth, you do not believe in life after birth. And that is so messed up. Where is universal health care? Where is paid time off? Where is money for daycare? People can barely afford housing. People can barely afford food. People can barely afford gas. Banning abortion does not work. That's a fallacy. It has been proven through endless studies. If you really want to lower the rates of abortion, here's what you can do. Access to free contraceptives, comprehensive sex education, universal health care, paid family leave, closing the wage gap, funding education, and so many more. That is a long list of problems. Worry about one of those. Pick one of those first. Prove to yourself and the world that you actually care about children. Help the ones that currently exist. There's just so much to say. There's so much I've been drowning in. Like, I've been doom scrolling for the past 48 hours, and it's just, it makes me feel so hopeless. Like, I'm infuriated with the Democratic Party too, because they immediately just start asking for funding. They start asking for everyone to, like, go vote and also give us $15. Cool. Great. Love that. Really makes me feel super powerful in this situation. And, like, I'm not going to be fully nihilist here, because funding and voting, of course, does help. But, like, this shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't be happening. Do something. Do your fucking job. It's not my job. It's not their job. It's not her job. It's your job. This is why we voted for you. Do something. Like, it's insane that I'm even having to make this video. Who the fuck am I? I'm a cis, white, gay man who didn't go to college, who makes YouTube videos for a living. It's like, it's madness. I'm just going to keep talking because who really fucking cares? All of this stems from how prudish American purity culture is. We don't talk about sex in America, therefore we deem it to be an evil, vile, secretive act. People are brought up to believe that they have virginity, that they should wait until marriage, that if they don't, they've done something wrong. It is insane. You're basically taught that if you have sex, you will either get an STD or you will get pregnant immediately. That's just how it happens. Don't do it because so many bad things can happen. That is what you were taught. It is villainized. It is made out to be a horrible act. And all that's rooted in religion. It all stems from religion. I'm sorry. It just does. I went to a private Catholic school. I attended church services every single Sunday up until I was 18 years old. Don't tell me I don't know what Catholicism teaches. Don't tell me I haven't experienced what Catholicism brainwashes people into believing. The irony that organized religion hates so many people that it completely sets aside the LGBTQ plus community as some sort of, like, evil sexual deviancy when they are led by countless child predators. It's infuriating. It's just so hard to feel like I see the world for what it is, and you're constantly being gaslit into believing it's something else. Even though you know that's not the truth. But the more they continue to tell you, the more you start to question your reality. I just, like, cannot continue to say it's fucked up enough, because it's so fucked up. I don't know. There's just, like, too much to say. And it's like I can't even organize my thoughts because there's too much going on. So much of what's happened, but also so much of what potentially is going to happen. Like, again, the precedent this sets is absolutely terrifying. I'm going to leave as much information down below as I can for anyone who's seeking more education, more resources on abortion and on healthcare. I'm going to try my best to also have an attached fundraiser to this, so if you want to donate, you can. Also, just donate locally to somewhere. I'll leave more info on that down below. If there are ads on this video, by some miracle, the money will go to Planned Parenthood. If you're a woman, if you're a person who menstruates, just know that I'm on your side. I'm here for you. I'm here with you, and I will keep fighting for you. God, I hope other people make content like this, because I know that when I see it, I feel a little bit better, just a tiny bit better, knowing that someone else is on my side, knowing that they are fighting with me too. So I encourage other people who have platforms to make content like this as well, because it is so necessary right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so fucking sorry. Like, I'm so fucking sorry that this is happening when so many other horrible things are happening too. Like, it just could not come at a worse time. The world is so heavy and exhausting right now, so please go easy on yourself and be kind to yourself. It is really, really heavy right now, and it's especially difficult to be human. I'm sending my love to you. I'm here with you. I'm here for you, and I will see you super soon.